back to my channel. I'm Kate, this is Diamond Painting and Dr. Pepper, and I am starting a new vlog for you today. It is Sunday night, the 20th? Yeah, the 20th of July. I just finished exporting last week's vlog. I don't know when this one will go up. Hopefully I'll have enough footage throughout the week that I can post this next weekend on time. I'm really gonna try. But yeah, I did this week, so that's great. I am about to start diamond painting. I rolled Friends of the Rainbow to work on next. And it is, well, I already started because I did some in my last update with you guys for the end of last vlog. So I'm going to finish off that section, spin again. If it spins Friends of the Rainbow again, that will be the last section of that row. And then I'll only have one row left, and I'm going to go ahead and just do the rest without spinning anymore, because that's what I tend to do when I get down to the end of a kit. So we'll see. It might roll Way of Kings, though. It's been doing that a lot lately. So we'll see if I get Way of Kings. But anyway, I'm going to do that and do some reading tonight. I'm going to read Inkheart, and I also just got a Libby pop-up that another one of my holds has come up for The Lies of Loch Lamora, which is a book series that I've been wanting to start for quite some time. So I want to read that too, which means I'm going to have to get through Inkheart pretty quickly because I only have them for 2 weeks each. But then I also want to start the next book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, since I'm going to be getting my new credit on Audible tomorrow. So I've got a lot of reading to do, and it's made more difficult because last night, I started watching, my husband and I decided to pay for a month of Paramount Plus Premium. He wants to watch more Star Trek, and I do kind of want to watch Star Trek too, but I've also really been wanting to watch that show Fellow Travelers with Matt Bomer and my current Hollywood crush, Jonathan Bailey. And it's not what I expected. Like, I didn't really know what to expect. I've watched 4 episodes so far, and I don't like how Jonathan Bailey's character is being treated, and it makes me sad. I was hoping for more of like a tender love story, and that is not what I'm getting. So I probably will continue that too, but I know it's going to be really sad, and I'll probably cry my ass out. So maybe I can take it a bit slower than 4 episodes in one night, because I have all this reading to do, and I have a really hard time diamond painting when I'm watching shows, because I want to watch what's happening, and I can't diamond paint and keep my eyes on the show. So that's why I didn't get much diamond painting done this weekend, one of the reasons. So I think tonight I'm not gonna watch any. I'm just gonna listen to audiobooks and do some diamond painting. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I will catch up with you in the next clip. Hey guys, it's Monday. It's about 3 a.m. This is my progress so far on Friends of the Rainbow. 3 sections left. We're very close. I won't be able to finish it all tonight, but I should be able to finish one more section. I did just finish the next 5 chapters of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm happy to report that the thing I was worried might be going on was not going on. And so I am 100% all in on what's going on with the story. So it's going to get a 5-star from me. We only have about 2 chapters left of that book, but I had to stop because I now have to wait for everyone to catch up with me so we can read the last bit. But yeah, it's wonderful. I love it so much. This is so much fun. I'm flying through this last bit, and it's almost bedtime, but I just wanted to check in with you guys. Well, I guess I spoke too soon, because I am going to finish this tonight, and I will finish it with you guys. So here we go. Last bit. And done. It's hanging off the edge there, but she's done. Woo! Hey, it is Tuesday night, the 22nd, and I am working on a Way of Kings section. As you guys probably saw, I did finish up Friends of the Rainbow last night. She's all done. She's so pretty. And then I wasn't sure what to work on next, so I put up a poll in the Crafter's Den between two kits. I knew I wanted to do a round kit, and I knew I wanted it to be kind of smaller so I'd have a chance of finishing it before September, because when September starts, I'm going to be all about drills and chills. So I put up Star Spirit and Enchanted Forest. And Star Spirit is by Jamushka or Jamaica Murphy, and Enchanted Forest is by Safina Art. And those are two that I've been wanting to do since I got them. I'm very excited about both of them. So I put that up for a poll in the Crafter's Den, and Enchanted Forest won. So I added it to my whip wheel, and as soon as it spins for the first time, I'm going to go round that up and kit it up. But my wheel spun Way of Kings this time. So I am actually on the last section of a row, and then I'll have about 2 rows and a little bit left. So actually getting close to completion on this one too. It's been a long project since February. Yeah, just working on it, here and there whenever the wheel spun it. And I have it weighted lighter on my spinny wheel so that it doesn't spin it as often, because it's got a lot of confetti. So, and I just want to take my time with it. It's, if you're new here, it's a kit that has artwork from my favorite book series, and it's from the author's website. So it's really the only way to get this artwork as a diamond painting without theft. So super excited to be doing this one, even if it's got acrylic drills and the rendering is questionable and the drills are a bit trashy. But yeah, it's still really fun to be able to do this. So today, Tuesday, I had to take Casey to the doctor for a doctor's appointment, and he had to get a vaccine. He was not happy about it, but he was a trooper. So after that, I let him pick where we got lunch, and he got to have a milkshake, and all was well. And then he also finished off all of his summer school classes today. So he's officially a free man for the rest of the summer, and he's very happy about that. Next week, he's going to go camping with my dad. So now he's more free. He's been having to do summer school every day. Like these classes were a month long, and the way they were broken out was that they intended for you to work on them for 3 to 4 hours a day, every day, including weekends. So he's been having to work on them a lot. But now he's free to go with my dad to do some shopping for the camping trip and packing and getting ready, because they're going to be leaving Monday for that. And I hope they have a whole lot of fun. I might, if I have time, they're going during the week, but if I have time, I might drive up to where the camping spot is and visit them. I like to do that when they're camping in the summer. They go pretty much every summer. And I like to drive up and say hi and spend an evening with them and make s'mores and play games. And so I'm hoping I can do that. But things are pretty busy at work, so I don't know. We'll see. And then I had to go to Costco tonight because he needed a prescription from his doctor's appointment. And I was almost out of Dr. Pepper, which we can't have that, right? So I went there and got that. And then I also, it's watermelon season, guys. And I am craving it hardcore. I bought a big watermelon. I cut up half of it tonight, and I am just incredibly happy about it, because once watermelon season rolls around, there is nothing I want more. Although I did also buy some cherries, because cherries are pretty good too. but watermelon is definitely absolutely my favorite fruit. So I'm always happy when it's watermelon season and the watermelon tastes good and is the right texture. So that was happy. I got a Costco pizza for dinner, and I got my husband a hot dog because he doesn't like Costco pizza. If you've been around a while, you'll know I've mentioned my husband is a pizza snob, and he only likes pizza from like the expensive thin crust places, you know. So I love Costco pizza, and Casey does too, but my husband's having none of it. So yeah, that's what I did today other than work. And I always get gas when I'm there because I might as well. And it seems to work out with how often I need to pick up my dog's medication at Costco. It always seems to work out that I need gas right around then. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I am excited to start my new kit once I spin it on my wheel. And man, that symbol was a little hard to see. I think that's about all the updates I have for you tonight. Can't think of anything else. I've really been wanting to draw lately, so I might try to find time to do that. It's hard for me to decide whether I want to draw or diamond paint, and diamond painting often wins out because it's so much less of a brain strain. Like I can just not think about it and just diamond paint, and it's chill, it's relaxing, there's no stress involved with drawing. I'm often stressed trying to figure out how to make it look the way I want it to look. But I do miss finishing drawings, and I really want to draw some fan art for different things I've been reading lately. Speaking of which, I guess I have a reading update to give you. Last night I finished the next 5 chapters of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm happy to report that the issue I was worried was going to happen did not happen. I can't remember if I told you guys about this. I think I did talk about this. But there's only like 6% of the book left, and I have to wait for the other 2 to catch up before I can read the last like 2 chapters. So, but I'm really loving that book still. Pretty confident it'll just be a 5-star for me. And I really want to draw fan art of the 2 main characters because they're adorable. But anyway, yeah, so I've been reading Inkheart today and still really liking that. I'm not quite halfway through it yet, but I'm very curious to see what happens in the rest of it because a lot has happened already. And we're really getting into things now. And I realized that this is a series and there's like 3 more books, I think. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this book goes and where it leaves off. I hope it's not a huge cliffhanger. It's kind of making me want to watch the movie again. I remember watching the movie back in like 2009 when it came out, but I don't remember anything from it. Like a few, maybe like glimpses of parts of it, but it must not have been very good. And it's weird because I watched the trailer and I'm not diamond painting much. I watched the trailer and it seemed like something I would really love. So I can't figure out why I don't remember anything about it and why I have never watched it again. I must not have liked it. I don't even remember if I liked it. So, yeah, I'm wanting to watch it again, but after I finish the book so that I can not be spoiled for what happens in the book. Since I don't remember anything about the movie, I'm currently not spoiled. So, yeah, that will probably happen sometime when I finish the book. But like I said, I also want to watch Anne of Green Gables or Anne with an E, and I'm still kind of in the middle of that Fellow Traveler show, but I haven't watched any more of it because I've been listening to books. So yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Do more diamond painting.
must try to figure it out anyway. Songs of worries travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try to figure it out alone. And now, ooh, when you're gone, ooh, I know things won't be the same no more, I'm sure. It'll take a while 'cause I'm still sore, yeah, now. Ooh, when you're gone, ooh, I know I still have a long way to walk, I'm sure. It'll take a while to reach the golden shore. Walls and mountains standing in my way, but I must try to figure it out anyway. Tales of worries travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try to figure it out alone. And now, ooh, when you're gone, ooh, I know things won't be the same no more, I'm sure. It'll take a while 'cause I'm still sore, yeah, now. Ooh, when you're gone, ooh, I know I still have a long way to walk, I'm sure. It'll take a while to reach the golden shore. I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try to figure it out alone.
Hey guys, I don't have a new mount yet, so because I'm gonna have to do some research to try and figure out which one might work better and not have this problem. So I'm trying vertical because it's more stable, and I'll just have to like crop it or something, I don't know. Anyway, it is Friday and it's dinner time, and we ordered food from McDonald's because my nephew is visiting, and they arrived late and they had to remake everything, I guess, for some reason, but half of our order was missing, so I had to get a refund through Grubhub, and now I have to go down to the local McDonald's and reorder the stuff that was missing so that some of us can eat. Ugh, so frustrating. Like, first world problems, I know, but like, is it really that hard to check items off a list when you're packing a bag of stuff? I don't understand, because this just happened to us, a similar thing, the last time we ordered from Grubhub, when we got KFC, and, you know, it wasn't as bad that time. It was just missing like the 4 biscuits that were supposed to come with the meal. This time it was missing half the items. So it's frustrating because I'm gonna have to wait in line down at the McDonald's and take a break from work to go do this, when the whole point of ordering it through Grubhub in the first place was so that I could continue working and not have to worry about dinner. And now I have to worry about dinner, so that's that. Anyway, it's been a rough day so far just because I was sick last night. I don't know what was going on, but I felt really weird, and I went to bed at like 10, because I was just so tired and there were other symptoms going on. My blood sugar was fine, but there were other symptoms going on that were really weird, and they kept me up through part of the night, so I didn't get a really good amount of sleep, even though like I was up through the middle of the night, and then I went back to sleep eventually and stuff, but it wasn't easy. And then I woke up to my old dog Chewy throwing up, so I had to clean that up first thing, and then he's thrown up twice more today, so I don't know what's going on with that poor guy, and it's a little bit concerning because he's an older dog, and he's already had one like skin cancer lump removed. It was a cancerous lump, and he's got a bunch of other lumps that have all been tested, and they said it wasn't cancer and stuff. So I'm just hoping it's like a one-off thing, but you know, he eats the same thing our other dogs eat, so I don't think it's the food causing the issue, because we haven't fed him anything different recently. So I don't know what's going on, but he just did that again right before I left to go to McDonald's, so we're dealing with that all day. So it's just been one of those days. I'm glad it's almost the weekend because I am ready for some R&R. And as you guys saw, I kitted up Enchanted Forest the other night and was able to get one section done on it, and I'm excited to do more on it this weekend, and it should go pretty fast. It's only 17 by 17, so it's pretty small. It is, I feel like, more confetti heavy than the other option that I was maybe going to start, which is Star Spirit by Jamushka. That one didn't get picked by the vote that I put up in the Crafters Den, so but it is slightly smaller than Star Spirit. Enchanted Forest is. I think Star Spirit is like 13 by 17, and Enchanted Forest is, or maybe Star Spirit is 17 inches tall. So yeah, 17 inches tall and then wider, and Enchanted Forest is 17 by 17, so it doesn't have as much width. So I still think it'll go pretty fast, and it's not even the end of July yet, and I just wanted to make sure that I finished my next project before the end of August so that I could get started on Drills and Chills stuff. So I think once I finish Enchanted Forest, I'm just gonna go right into Drills and Chills kits, because I have a lot of autumn and Halloween kits that I want to do, and I can never get as many done as I want during Drills and Chills, the 2 months of Drills and Chills. So if I start a little bit early, I don't think it'll be hurting anything, and I'm really excited to get into them anyway. So that is my plan. Obviously, if I start one early, that's not going to be the one that I would enter for the grand prize. That is, if I decide to enter for the grand prize anyway. I don't always do that. I feel bad entering for prizes and events because, I don't know, because a lot of times Diamond Art Club sponsors events, and I work for Diamond Art Club, so I feel a little bit weird entering. I don't know. Everyone like who's running events, and I mentioned that to my friends, they're always like, no, go ahead and enter, it's fine. And I'm like, I don't know, is it? So we'll see. Sometimes I enter for the weekly prizes when it's stuff that's been donated from, like prizes from small shops that I haven't gotten to try yet or anything like that. So yeah, that's an option. But anyway, I'm just about to McDonald's, so I'll check in with you guys later. It is Friday night, and I just finished this section of The Way of Kings. As you can see, we're getting real close, guys. Earlier, I finished that section of Enchanted Forest, as I showed you guys. And I spun Enchanted Forest to work on again, so it's back to that one. But yeah, I wanted to show you the progress on this guy. And there's that one done. These special drills, these quad cubes, are so much fun. I think this might be my first kit that I've gotten to work with them on, and they're just a blast. So having a lot of fun with that. Yeah, going down the right side first for once. I don't ever do it that way, but that's just how I did it to kind of break up the colors. So it's a good time. And another section done on this one. Just one more to go for the first row, but I spun Way of Kings to work on next, and I'm not sure I'm gonna do it tonight because it's past 3. So I might just go to bed, but this is so much fun. I'm really enjoying this one.
I'm looking up from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
Hey guys, it is about 9:30 on Saturday evening, and I thought I'd just catch up with you guys a little bit. Hey guys, editing Kate popping in to just say that the next few minutes I'm going to talk about mental health issues and political issues, and so if you're not in the headspace for that kind of thing, I totally understand. Go ahead and skip forward to the time code on the screen right now to get past all that. But yeah, just wanted you to have that little warning. First and foremost, I feel really embarrassed and awful about the way I was complaining the other day. Was it yesterday? I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. About having to go pick up my food that didn't get delivered properly. And then I got home and was on Facebook seeing posts about how there are children and families starving in Gaza. And there were pictures and, it put things in perspective as those things tend to do. And part of you knows that stuff is going on. And it's so hard because you can't do much about it in your day to day. And you still have to go on living your life as if you have a future. And it's so hard when you're confronted with that these people are dying and they don't have a future. And here I am worried about having to go pick up my food when they can't even feed their little babies, it just, so I felt like a big jerk. So I really feel the need to apologize, not necessarily to you guys, but just to the world for making that out to be a big deal when really that's nothing. But I'll admit I've seen things here and there about what's happening in Gaza, but I haven't looked into it too deeply because there's so much happening in my own country that is affecting my mental health. And it's definitely worse for them, obviously. But I feel like our country is in some ways headed to similar situations, especially for certain populations. And I hope we don't get there, but it seems like we're slipping more and more towards that every day. And I think a lot of people in the country are under the impression that it couldn't happen here. Because this is America, We're, land of the free. But our freedoms are getting eroded more and more every day. And it's like we can't even do anything about it. We're at the mercy of the people who can do something about it, and they aren't. And it's just really hard to watch that happen from the sidelines and see it happening and not be able to do much about it, both here and what's happening in Gaza, and I'm sure plenty of other places around the world, and still be able to live your life normally and go to work and make dinner. And diamond painting is what I'm using to distract myself. That and audiobooks. I'm using that to keep my mind sane, I guess. But at the same time, it feels so selfish to be going about my life as if everything's normal when it's far from normal. And it's affecting my sleep for sure, because once I stop diamond painting and turn off the audiobook and try to go to sleep, that's when all those thoughts come rushing in about what's going on and how unsure the future looks. And will I even be able to speak like this in the future without worrying for my safety, Our freedom of speech is under attack hardcore, and it's starting with comedians and the press. But, that's, I'm sure, just the beginning of what they want to do. So, I don't know. I'm struggling with it a lot. So, I guess if you are too, I just wanted to say you're not alone. But anyway, I wanted to get that out of the way first because I felt really guilty about how I was complaining yesterday about something so trivial. I'm struggling with how to keep living my day-to-day life while all this is going on. So anyway, last night, on to more distraction techniques, I went back through all of my old orders on Diamond Art Club, and I started adding to my gems flow all the dates of when I ordered things, because what I'm trying to do for Drills and Chills, I don't know how much I talked about this, but what I think I want to do for Drills and Chills is do an older kit and a newer kit, if I can get 2 done. I'm hoping for more than 2, but I want to get at least 2 done if I can. And I was thinking I might do my oldest kind of Halloween or fall kit that I ever ordered. And then for the new kit, it can be either the newest one I've ordered or just something more recent. But yeah, so I went back and I filled in. I haven't done everything. I just kind of got to the point where I was seeing some of my first qualifying Drills and Chills kits. And a lot of them I've already done, so that was cool. But some of the contenders for the first kits, the oldest kits on my list that would work for Drills and Chills, a lot of them are witches. My very oldest kit I have is Izzy the Beekeeper Witch, and she technically would work for Drills and Chills, but I don't necessarily want to do that kit because it feels very springy, very spring-like to me. And while she technically qualifies, I think I'd rather do something that's very fall or very Halloween rather than something that just technically qualifies that I could do at any time you know? So that was the oldest one. And then after that, I had Feline Familiars by Chrysabug, which is another one that I feel like is one of those that would technically work, but doesn't shout Halloween or fall to me. And then another one by Chrysabug, which is Moon Owl Magic, I think. And that one's a little bit more spooky, but still not enough for me, I think. So after that, the next one was Hey Guys by Bailey J, which is a lot more Halloween. There's a pumpkin and a little spider and a witch and stuff. But even that one, I feel like isn't necessarily... It's definitely more fall/Halloween, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for that one. And the one that's after that is Halloween Cat by Puffy Gator, and that is one that I keep saying every year that I want to do for Drills and Chills, and I never get around to it. So this might be the year for Halloween Cat, I think, because it's my oldest one that's like very specifically Halloween and fall, other than Hey Guys. So yeah, I'm thinking right now that Halloween Cat will be one of the ones I do for Drills and Chills. And I might, like I was saying earlier, I might kit one up in August, depending on when I finish these other projects, like this one and my Enchanted Forest. Because I feel like they're not going to take me that much of August to do these. But I could be wrong. So we'll see. But yeah, if I'm kind of torn. I don't know if, like, for instance, I've completed one row on Enchanted Forest, and I think there's only 5 rows total. So I'm a fifth of the way done. And if the wheel spins that one enough that I finish it before I finish this one, then my question is, should I just focus on this one till it's done? Because I don't know how many of these sections I could do in a row without going crazy. Or should I kit up one of my Drills and Chills kits and start early? That will be my dilemma at that point. So yeah, that's what's been on my mind as far as Drills and Chills goes. I'm very much looking forward to be doing Drills and Chills again. It's my favorite diamond painting event of the year. And I love to go all out and just do fall and Halloween kits during that time. So I'm really hoping to have this one done by the time September rolls around so that I'm not working on, because either way I'm going to set it aside and not work on it during September and October. But it would be nice to have it done so it's going to be almost done if it's not done. And it'd be weird to like have it be almost done and just sitting around for 2 months. So if it gets close, I'll probably just push and finish it, I'm thinking, in August. So, speaking of, are there any 2s that I missed? I miss more on this kit than any other kit. It's so hard for me to pick out all of the symbols, especially when I'm just starting and putting the first few colors down. So I usually have to pull colors out 2 or 3 times. What else? I finished Inkheart yesterday, and it was good. I think part of me is a little bit disappointed because I thought it would be a lot more whimsical and magical and a lot more setting changes than it ended up being. Like, we spent most of the book in the same place, and just by the nature of what the story was, I thought we'd be hopping around to like all different kinds of places, and we weren't. So I guess I was just expecting something else and not super into the way it actually was as far as setting and plotline. But it was really well written, and I really liked the characters and stuff. So I gave it a 4-star. But yeah, it wasn't what I expected. And maybe, like I said, I'm sure I've watched the movie, but I don't remember anything about it hardly. And maybe that's why I didn't love the movie more, for like the same reason. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad to be done with that one. It's one that, like, as I was listening to it, I kept being like, wow, I'm not further along than this already. So I felt like it was kind of dragging a little bit. And I usually love long books, so something about it just wasn't quite hitting the mark for me. Oh, see, there's a 2 I missed. I knew I would have. So yeah, I really liked it, but at the same time, I was kind of disappointed by it. So anyway, now I've returned that on Libby, and now I get to start The Lies of Locke Lamora, which is a series I've been wanting to get into for quite some time, and it popped up early on Libby. So I think I have like 10 or 11 days left on my hold for that one. So I need to get started on it so I can get it read in time to return. And I'm excited. I've heard it's really good. And then once I'm done with that, barring anything else popping up on Libby, I will finally get to start reading the 5th book of Dungeon Crawler Carl, which I'm very excited about. So that is what's coming up next for the books I'm reading. I am 94% of the way through The Nightmare Before Christmas, because we divided that book into 5 chapter sections, my kids and I, and the book has like 22 chapters. So I finished the last up to chapter, like I finished through chapter 21 up to through chapter 20 up to chapter 21. And now I'm waiting for the kids to catch up before we can finish the book. And it's basically just like the wrap up that's left. But there's still some pretty important things that are hanging, waiting for me to find out what happens. So I'm very eager for everyone else to catch up so that we can so that we can finish the book. Sam has caught up already to where I am, and we're just waiting on Fletcher. And Fletcher just, I need a new glue dot, and I don't want to deal with that right now. Fletcher just took a vacation, a small vacation for his anniversary with Charlie, and they went to the coast and the aquarium and the beach and all that stuff. So he is a little bit more behind in the book because he was hanging out with his partner, which is fine, but also I want to finish the book. So hopefully he'll be done soon with that section so we can finish it up. I am looking forward to it, but it's also going to be kind of sad because that was the 4th book. Like I thought they would be slower with their reading, but Sam's like on a mission this summer to read a bunch of books. They're doing their own like readathon with a friend, and they want to read like 16 books, and so they've been getting through books a lot faster than I expected. So I thought we'd be doing like one every quarter, but this is our last one, and only half the year has gone by, so it's a little bit sad because I'm really enjoying doing this buddy read with them. So I don't know what we'll do after that. But yeah, and then I made like a yakisoba stir-fry noodle thing for lunch today that I got from Costco, and it was okay. They tell you to cook the vegetables first for like 2 minutes, and then throw the chicken in and cook for another 2 minutes, and then put the noodles and sauce in and cook for another like 1 minute. So it's like a 5-minute thing. But something I've noticed about when a lot of places do stir fry is that I tend to prefer my vegetables a lot more soft than a lot of people do. And so I like doubled the cooking time, and the vegetables were still kind of crunchy, and that's just not my jam. So we probably won't eat the leftovers of that, I'm guessing. Or actually, maybe I could just cook them longer. Overall, it tasted pretty good. So I don't know if I'll buy it again, but it was nice to try it for a change. And then for dinner, we made spaghetti because it's my husband's favorite and he has been wanting it for a while. I threw my vote in for tacos because tacos are my favorite, but we decided to ask the boys, Casey and Preston was still here, my nephew, and Casey voted for whatever would get him some garlic bread because he won't eat spaghetti, but he eats the garlic bread. And Preston said he didn't care. So we ended up with spaghetti, and it was good. And Matt was happy, and Casey got some bread. I'm like trying to double and triple check that I didn't miss any W's, but I know as soon as I put it away, see, there's one. What else? I don't know if I had anything else to update you guys on for the night. I just plan to read and diamond paint pretty much and let that be that. My usual distract techniques, you know? So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will check in again probably tomorrow, but maybe later tonight. We'll see.
You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure. I knew that it was seconds from you losing me, but I just couldn't give it up. And all the times you said you wanted me, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly. I know that you were always how you're using me, but I just had enough. And every time you said you ever wanted me, yeah, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly.
Hey guys, I am on my way to pick up my prescription. It is Sunday. I have been, so far today, doing a lot of chores. That has been pretty much all I've done since I woke up a few hours ago, because my husband was in cleaning mode today, and I like to make sure that while he's working, if I'm awake, because he does a lot of stuff before I wake up, but if I'm awake and he's working, I want to be working too. And the way we do division of labor in our home is a little bit different, I think, than what most people do. This is already falling. Here we go. I'm trying this again. So he does, I would say, most of the cleaning around the house. I would say I do most of the cooking. I do all the like grocery shopping, or if anything needs to be, if anything needs to be picked up, I'm the one that goes to do that usually. Or if I have to take anyone to the doctor or the vet, that's me. So we do stuff pretty equally. It's just not the typical way I feel like people tend to divide labor in the home. But we both work full time and this works for us. I just sometimes I feel like I don't do enough of my part around the house. And it's a lot for one person. So, a lot of it is due to my own like mental health. And usually if he's cleaning on the weekends, I'm frustrated because the weekends are my only time that I have to like relax and not have to turn my brain on or do things that I don't want to do, you know? That's my mindset, and that's a fault in me, I'm sure, you know? So I try to overcome that. You know, he doesn't complain most of the time. Although it has been a sore spot for us over the years until we kind of figured out the division of labor. So he doesn't complain most of the time, but I feel like I should be doing more. So that's why I did lots of chores today, and so did he. But now I am off to pick up my prescription, and I'm probably gonna grab some food on the way home. So yeah, probably gonna grab some food on the way home for Casey and me. Matt doesn't want anything from Jack in the Box, which is where I want to go. So this will be a good test because I'm on like a highway. So we'll see if this is too noisy or whatever. But yeah, I am getting some stuff ready to bring to my dad tomorrow, because that's when he is taking Casey and Preston to the camping trip. And he asked to borrow like a cooler, and this, I swear, well, that looks dumb, but whatever. He asked to borrow like a cooler and some of the things we have in our pantry, like some ramen and stuff for one of their meals. So we're gonna be doing that, but also Preston is coming over to spend the night again tonight, so that I can take both he and Casey over in the morning to get ready to go on their trip, and that should be fun. So yeah, Casey did some chores today too, and the house is nice and clean, and tonight is gonna be for diamond painting and relaxing, and listening to my audiobook. I did start The Lies of Locke Lamora last night. I didn't get super far into it, like 8%, but it's really funny. Like I'm super enjoying the way it's written so far. It's made me laugh a couple of times, and if this is setting the tone for the rest of the book, I'm gonna enjoy it. It's been really funny, so that's cool. Also today I got to finish The Nightmare Before Christmas because the kids caught up, and then we all finished it, and yeah, now we're done, and it's a 5-star book. It was really good. I'm very excited to read the second one. I have it on hold in my Libby app, but it's like weeks and weeks away, so I might end up getting it with one of my Audible credits in the upcoming months. I need next month's credit to buy the next Dungeon Crawler Carl book 6, but I already bought book 7 when it was on sale, so I don't need the credit after that for book 7. So after next month, I'll just be able to finish that series because I'll have them all, and then I should have a credit free for whatever else I want after that. So It could be the second book of the Nightmare Before Christmas series, or, you know, something else. I did find out that this author, Sarah Rash, has another series also, and I really want to read it because I like her writing a lot. Ugh. So yeah, I'm excited to read more of her work. But other than that, I don't think I have too many updates for you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and listen to more of my audiobook, and this thing is driving me nuts. So yeah, catch you later. It's later on Sunday, about 11:45, and I just finished a Pixels project. I've been working on this guy for quite some time, and I got about halfway and stopped a while ago and just hadn't picked it up again, but today I thought it would be fun to work on it some more, and I ended up finishing it. So this is a bookmark, and it's really cute. I don't know if it's focusing on it. There we go. Yeah, it's really cute. I'm gonna put it in its little, Pixels always sends like a plastic sleeve for bookmarks so that it won't get ruined and you can use it in books. So that's fun. I'm I'm still receiving my Pixels monthly subscription, even though a while ago they said it was gonna stop sending to the States. So I'm happy about that. I never canceled it because I was hoping I'd still get it, and I have been. But that means I should start working on some of the projects I actually have. So that's what I did tonight. Anyway, I'm probably gonna diamond paint now, but status has changed for what I'll be reading while I'm diamond painting. So mentioned to the kids that it was a little bit sad that we were done with all of our buddy read books for the year. I didn't expect it to go so fast, and then I thanked them for doing it with me and said it was fun. And they were both like, we should keep going. So we took a look at some books that we all kind of want to read, including like The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which is another book by the same author who did The Starless Sea, which is the first book we read together this year. And so that's one we want to all read together. And then there's a few more. One of them, I started reading The Lies of Locke Lamora, like I talked to you guys about. And as we were talking about books we might want to read together, I was thinking to myself, just based on what I've read so far of The Lies of Locke Lamora, I think both of them would really like it, especially since Sam's favorite book is Six of Crows, and I'm kind of getting like a similar vibe. So I don't know, I feel like they would like that one. So we decided to, Sam said it'd be about 6 weeks for them to get that one through Libby. So I returned it because we're going to read it together later, is the long story short on that one. And I bought through Audible, it was on sale anyway, I bought The Night Circus, and I think we're going to read that together next. So that's exciting. And it actually was okay because today, as I went to return The Lies of Locke Lamora, I got a notification from Libby that my next hold was available to read. So now I have a new book also waiting for me, which is The Book That Wouldn't Burn. I forget the author's name. It's something Lawrence, Michael Lawrence, M. Lawrence. So I'm really excited to read that one. But that means like I have 14 days to read that, but I also want to read the next Dungeon Crawler Carl book. So I might try to read both of them at the same time. We'll see how that goes. I guess it depends on how long each one of them is. I might be able to blow through one pretty quickly. So we'll see. It is time for me to finish editing this video so that I can have it go live for you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a good week. And I will DAC you in the next one. Bye.